Welcome back to Chokitable Media. Let us talk about emergency services. Otherwise, these are the people you call the paramedics or the first responders. Those are the names you give to these people driving ambulances, responding to any accident that might happen on the road or in your houses. I want to tell us what we need to do when an accident happens as a passerby, as a bystander. What is necessary for you to do, and what are those things that you are not supposed to do in case you witness any accident. We don't pray for accidents, and that is why the name accident is given to anything that wasn't planned for, or that really occur in an emergency situation, or all of a sudden you say it is an accident. But when it concerns health, pertaining to your health or health of your neighbor or health of the environment, then you can say this is an emergency. So then you need to respond and make sure that you take care of the emergency. So emergency services is very important. And that's why you see people taking up the job they call, given the nomenclature of paramedics. So what are you going to do in case you witness an accident on the road? What is the responsibility of a bystander or a passerby? Number one thing that you're supposed to do to save life: one, you need to call the emergency services. You can dial their number. There are different type of numbers all over the world, but majority are also known the number they call 911 or 112 or 221, depends on the country where you live. In the US, I know it is 911, and it is 112 in some other European countries. So it is very important that you know this number of heart. You call that number and make sure that when you're calling that number, you have the information about what is happening or where you are. You should be able to give the location and describe what really happened. You know, tell the emergency responder at the other hand, tell them the numbers of vehicle or the numbers of people that are involved in this accident, or how many people are injured in this type of case. In this case, if it is a road accident. Then number two, you have to provide first aid. That is to say, if you are trained, you provide first aid to anybody that is injured, or in the case of accident right here. But one thing you have to note is you must not be moving the people around. You must not move the injured people. You don't have to move them around unless they are in a kind of immediate danger. For example, if it is fire or something like this, and you need to you know help people get out of the fire, but you don't have to go in there. But if somebody is jumping from somewhere and jump down, it's your responsibility to make sure that, okay, you move the person away from danger. So then another thing you have to do, number three, is to keep away people, help people, the bystanders, so that they will be at safe distance, so that at least the place will not be crowded like we used to see in some countries and in some area. Because if people are crowded into a place, and you call the emergency services, there will not be a way for them to get into the situation or driving into the situation to do their work correctly. Then offer more information. That is number four. Tell the emergency responder what you see, so that at least if you provide adequate details about the accident that you are talking about, then they will know where to start the treatment and what to do next. So then, why doing this? You should avoid taking photos and videos, because doing this can, disturb the emergency responder from doing their job. Better to film afar. Don't just get closer to where these people are. Then follow the instruction is another point I need to raise. So follow the instruction of emergency responder. If you are there and you need to help them, or they call you to help them to do one thing, follow the instruction carefully. So, but here are some things that you don't have to do as well. Don't attempt to move debris or vehicle. Leave them the way they are. The emergency responders are the one that knows how to do this. It is their own job, so leave it to them. Don't provide medical treatment because you are not a doctor. Just stay away. leave this job to those people that are supposed to do it. Don't interfere with the investigation. Is another point that you have to note. When they are asking the question and they are looking for evidences, please show it to them. Don't hide don't hide information, or don't hide evidences from those people that really needs it. So these are the steps that you're supposed to take in order to help in case of any emergency, or an emergency anywhere you are. So you just need to save life. You need to do something so that at least before these people comes around. So, but who are those people that we call the first responder? They are the ambulances from the hospital. They are the fire services. They are the police. They also be around there. So definitely, these three agencies will have to be there immediately. Either they have something to do there, or they don't have anything to do there. They will be there. The ambulances in vehicle, then we have here ambulances as well. Here ambulances will be called in case the case is beyond, or it is difficult for the emergency responder to get to that point of the accident because of distance and roadblocks. So definitely here helicopter will be ready, and the hospital also will be ready. That is what they call ICU will be prepared. They are always prepared, 100% prepared in a normal settings, and that is what we need to know. So this is the world standard, and this is exactly what should happen in case of emergency. And you, as a bystander, you are not trained, so definitely you should take care and save life, not only to stand there, start to film and stuff like this. Why do I have to bring this to us, or why do I think okay, it is better to discuss this with ourselves on this channel? It's because of the story I found online today, and I'm going to play the video for you and try to see what is done in Nigeria.
Sometimes when some people no want help, make we no dey blame them, because now them know wetin their eye don't see. Yesterday now, when I see this accident wey happen for road now, when I see these people, no help, nothing, then they try stop people, motor no gree stop. People they complain, say, shebi they don't see accident, they don't feel wait help them. Everybody talk their own, they don't know what they don't experience. Me now, if say I no get sense, I go stop. I don't even go. I just park, use leg waka, come back, come see what happen, come follow one way, come back. It's okay. As we don't call emergency, like 30 minutes, they no show up. I say okay. General hospital no far from here, like 5-minute drive. Make I just carry those who say their situation they critical, because then they lose blood. Make I just carry those who their situation they critical. Make I carry them go general hospital. Make I just drop them, come carry the remaining people. We carry them. As they carry them, I they fear. See, I mean, if they are they fear, maybe something no go stop, or maybe one of them no go buy for inside my motor. I want to explain. But I use my church mind. I carry them. We reach hospital. Okay, we reach hospital now. Maybe I can't discharge these people, and they say they no get bed space. Make I they go FMC. I be loot. I be na lawsuit, and they tell me that thing. Baba, me I don't go come up for a year, because these people now they know it's sure for me. One of them, one of the lady, it's sure for me say like this. You no finish any of those hospitals before you go. Taleve kosi wala. We shall drag them, then carry everybody, and carry them, come down, and put them for bed, and attend to them. Now, money aspects. So we go pay the money, this and that. So then the guys get some stuff. See, Nigerian government now. Oh yeah, where you go? Now I know they try you. Fine. I know some people go pay. But in a situation like this, there should be a provision for a situation like this, whereby doctors can have access to whatever medical equipment they need to attend to a situation like this. But nothing, you have to pay for everything. You have to, before they even start. And they go even tell you, say, okay, I'm not going to use my money buy ammo. And if you go pharmacy, they're not going to give you until you pay. Long story short, I pay over 200,000. Meanwhile, I pay 200,000 yesterday to my name, I don't get 50,000. I just called 2 of my friends. Say, yeah, I like just send me 100. I like just send me 100. If then they see this video, now that time they go know why I called them that night. Say, yeah, I bet me send this money. Because they asked me to wait here, but I'll go explain later. Let me send 100K. I paid the money. Maybe I don't pay the money, finish, make I they go now. These people say I no go. Say I have to wait till they are able to reach out to their family member so that they can say what if anything happens, who's going to be liable for it. Just imagine. On top of say I carry people where I no know come hospital. My brother, my sister, I spent like 3 hours for day. Where would they call? Fortunately for me, 2 of them were able to reach out to their family. One other man couldn't find his phone, and this lady who was unconscious, to remain 2 people. I beg. No be me hit them. I beg. Before the doctor come finally take my details. Before they can allow me go. And I promise you I'll come back this morning. Now, between me and you, next time, if I pass, God forbid, I can't see where situation like this happen. Sure, you go advise me make I stop. Make I carry them again. So if you see people who say they see accidents, they no stop, they just go their own. No blame them. Now them know to their eye don't see.
But what happened in Nigeria is quite different. So over there, you don't have any emergency number that you have to call. There's no emergency number. So you're on your own if anything happens to you on the road or happens to anybody that you know on the road. So in fact, you are just helpless. So the prayer is, or our prayer is, may evil thing never happens to us that will make you to say you want to attend hospital, or you want to attend you want to call the fire services, or you want, all these emergency services. So it's quite difficult for you to get even common headache or common malaria. If you have it, if care is not taken, you could be misdiagnosed or mistreated. So this is what I want you to know. But I want you to compare what I've been saying since to what this man experienced when he tried to help the people at an accident scene in Nigeria yesterday. He was there. He tried his best. But eventually, you know what it is. When you see people at the scene of accident, you need to be careful, because if you help anybody over there, there's no emergency responding services that you can call. The police will not be present. The army will not be present. Or security agents will not be present. But I mean, if you need to help, just know what you need to do, because this can lead you into bigger problem. If you have anybody at an accident scene and care is not taken, you take the person to the hospital, then the problem is you're going to be responsible for those people that you help. So that has always been the case. And these are the things that we think people in authority, the bigger people in authority, should be able to look at. Things should be done like I explained to you internationally when you respond to, how to respond to emergency on the road. And that is the way they see it all over the world. But for the leaders in your country to be able to do that, and that is actually a big deal for them to provide, an hospital that will be an ICU, especially for ICU, anything that happened in any part. So that should be the place to take these people to, or to take any victim of accident to. But no, it is not like that. So, and ordinary citizen and common citizens that offer to help, that offer to say, okay, this is what we're supposed to do. Let us just do it for humanity's sake. But unfortunately, the result of it could lead to prison and could lead to being jailed, or could also lead to financial losses, because you will be asked to pay money. You'll be responsible for those people if care is not taken. I mean, usually that is the practice, and that is why I want to show to you what this man experienced. You agree with me on what I'm saying, so let us just discuss and try to find a means of changing this narrative and changing this culture. So we need to educate ourselves. We need to let all of us know what obtains here and what obtains there, because the simple act of helping that this guy did nearly landed him into a big trouble, but he lost financially. But eventually, the case was a bad case because life was lost. So I want us to settle down. Let us watch him, and let us comment at the end of this video. There's a comment I need to bring to you so that we can understand the importance of what this guy has just did. That reply guy, that is the name. He said, this is a real life hero, but our government and people are busy glorifying politicians and their children, stealing our commonwealth. God bless this man. As for the government, just know that we only have self-centered and greedy politicians in position. So that is what this man wrote, and I quite agree with him in his conclusion. Then Smalley also wrote, he said, Omo, all these doctors are just there for the money. They don't want to save human life. I wish, say that OAT, where then they take, go affect them if they back down on the word, whatever that means, I don't know. Them supposed they swear they're supposed to swear them in for shrine. But maybe he's talking about the politicians, and I don't know. So this man also wrote, he said, humanity is lost in this world, and if nothing is done to rectify it, we will heavily pay for it in no time. I can't forget 2012 when I found myself in this situation helping accident victim on Iwara FLI road. No ambulance. The accident was critical. I just took down the plate numbers of the two cars involved. See legs shaking like there is no bone inside. I took them to F1 Alai General Hospital. The nurses were prompt in accepting them, and they never questioned me. We don't stop doing what is right. However, let wisdom guide. God bless you, and He will reward you. He will reward your God bless you, and He will reward your kindness and humanity. This is what this man said, which is quite very, very encouraging. So please keep doing what you are doing. Don't change. God will definitely reward you. Thank you for listening to me. This is Chukitable Media. And I am not saying we should not help in a case that we know that, okay, there's nobody to help, but we need to just follow those patterns that I talked about in the beginning of this video, talking about the international standard. But in case of Nigeria, what is it that you can do that will not land you into trouble? And that is what you have to be very careful about. But what I see in Nigeria is anytime there's an accident, people just bring out their phone and they start to film, and that is it, because they dare not touch. If they touch the victim, of the accident victim or something like that, the table will turn around, and touching them in terms of being trying to help them. That's what I'm saying. If you want to help, the help that you need to do can really lead you into bigger problems. And I don't know if this culture could be changed, and that's what I'm saying this to us. Let us listen to him. Thank you for listening, and see you next time, and bye bye for now. This is Chokitable Media. Please subscribe, share, and like. Put on your notification button, and God bless you as you do. See you next time, and bye bye for now.